In Lesson 21, students will divide money to learn about decimals. Here, we have $18.60 divided by 2. And as you can see, it's written using the standard algorithm. Before students start dividing, they should take that decimal point, go straight up, and write the decimal point in the quotient. This not only keeps the decimal points lined up, but it keeps the place values lined up as well. Then, students can divide as they normally do, and this is what their answer should look like. So here, $18.60 divided by 2 equals $9.30. Let's take a look at box D since that's an important problem. Here's $5 divided by 2. $5 divided by 2. So can 5 be divided by 2 evenly? Answer is no, but we can do 4 divided by 2 evenly. So write it down. 4 divided by 2 is 2, since 2 times 2 is 4. So we could say that our answer is 2 remainder 1. But instead of stopping at the remainder, we're going to add a decimal point and 2 trailing zeros so that we can keep dividing. So here's $5, add a decimal point and 2 trailing zeros so that we can keep dividing. And we can do this because $5 written this way has the same value as $5 written this way. Remember, take that decimal point, go straight up and write it in the quotient. This keeps our decimal points lined up and our place values lined up as well. Let's keep dividing. We'll bring down the 0. Now we have 10 divided by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, since 5 times 2 equals 10. Subtract, bring down the 0. Now we have 0 divided by 2. So 0 divided by 2 equals 0, since 0 times 2 is 0. And you can see here that our answer is $2.50. Here's part 2. We write each problem, then divide by 4. So $19.84 divided by 4. Students write down $19.84 divided by 4. Remember, write the decimal point straight up before you start dividing. Let's look at boxes G and H. G, we have $1 divided by 4. Here's $1 divided by 4. Box H shows $5 divided by 4. $5 divided by 4. In both of these problems, students are going to end up with remainders, but instead of stopping at the remainder, we're going to add a decimal point and 2 trailing zeros so students can keep dividing. Add a decimal point and 2 trailing zeros so students can keep dividing. And remember, this decimal point should go straight up, and this decimal point should go straight up as well. Let's look at the special instructions in part 3. 3 of the dollar amounts are divisible by 5 and will have no remainder. So stop once you finish dividing the whole dollar amounts. So in box I, box J, and box L, notice that we didn't have to add decimals or trailing zeros. Take a look at the next bullet point. Only one of the dollar amounts is not divisible by 5, and that's this problem right here. Instead of stopping at the remainder, add a decimal point and trailing zeros so you can keep dividing. And notice how we added a decimal point and 2 trailing zeros so that we can keep dividing.